Episode 3. This is a really, really bad movie, too. Can't stand this movie. This movie is so random. It's stupid. Oh my god. So bad. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it. Transformers 2. Revenge of the Freaking Fallen. This movie is so bad. This is one of the most pointless, annoying, frustratingly, disappointingly slow, and boring action movies I've ever seen. This is one of them. This is poorly written, poorly acted, poorly directed. The screenplay is crap, and it did not match the first Transformers. It just literally just got the first Transformers and just destroyed it. They just destroyed it. They destroyed the first Transformers movie. They destroyed it. I mean, they have destroyed one of the coolest action movies. It's a good movie, but not this crap. Oh, I need to drink water. I spit out my gum because it's starting not to taste so good, so I just spit it out. So, this is one of the worst movies I have ever seen of all time. This movie is so cheesy, stupid. I mean, the action is cartoon-like. Like, it's so cartoonish and just, not the animation. Just the action in this movie is just so bad. I mean, Shia LaBeouf never stopped screaming. I mean, he just kept screaming like, ah, ah, like there's something wrong every 5 seconds. That does not make it action-packed. That just makes it look more stupid and cartoonish. By comparison, that just makes it cheesy, and it just makes it look just terrible. I mean, just come on, people. What's the matter with you? Get a freaking clue. Get a freaking clue. These directors are absolutely clueless of what they're doing. The directors are absolutely clueless of what they're doing in this movie. It's like they're clueless. They couldn't think of any other better thing but to make this sorry movie, this sorry sequel. I mean, this movie is really going to go downhill in the future. I mean, this movie is so bad. I mean, the action is like cartoon-like. I don't care how much action was in it. There was a ton of friggin' action in that movie. I'll admit it. There was a ton of action in that movie. There was so much going on. There was a lot of explosions, a lot of stuff. But that doesn't always work. Like in this case. Even if there's action, this movie is really bad. I mean, this movie's horrible. This movie's terrible still. I mean, still, it's just not any good. Still, but even due to all that action, still, this movie is absolutely, what is that word I just thought of? I thought of a word. Like this, okay, let me just say this movie is just really off. This movie's off. It's just Nothing going on. It's boring. It's just the the quotes in this movie are just, oh my, they're out of a first grade play. I mean, I just can't believe the acting in this movie. It is horrible. The acting in this movie, the attitudes and stuff, it's horrible. It's freaking horrible. I mean, oh my God. It's just constant blurting out. Now, I have gone out of this movie before. It's a painful movie. It is a stupid movie. I mean, it's not any good. It's just, there you go. Just, even if there's so much action on screen, there's explosions every 5 seconds, still, dang it, I forgot it again. Oh yeah, that's right. Even due to all the explosions in this movie on the action every 5 seconds, still, this movie is still no good. It's still no good. And does not redeem the crappy script and all the stupid humor, and just not very, it's not just, some of the action scenes is comical because it just makes no sense, and it's just random things is happening, and there's no reason why all this is happening. There's no reason why. Give me something. Are you guys out of your mind? God, are these directors out of their mind? I mean, if they thought this is going to rock Hollywood, absolutely not. This did not. This movie failed at the box office, thank God. This is a poorly written, poorly acted. I mean, it is the worst action movie of the year. I have the entire summer. Maybe even the worst film of the 2000s. Next to Battlefield Earth. Battlefield Earth is way worse, but this is still crap. This is still crap soup. I mean, this is just, it's so filled with crap. And it's just, the lazy writing the writing is just lazy, and the lazy directors don't give us any thrills. They just try to bore you, and the movie is quite boring, actually. I fell asleep during this movie several times. I have not fell asleep this many times at a movie, at a theatrical movie. I fell asleep like literally 3 times. That is the largest amount of times I've ever fell asleep during a movie. They were short naps, but still. Like 30-minute naps, but still. That's like an hour, 30 minutes of it I missed because of how sleepy I was at this movie, because it's that humorless. It is that humorless, and it is that slow, and it's that boring. I mean, this movie is cold. This movie is awful. Oh my God. You know what? I might even give this movie a 0. Oh my God, I'm serious. I might even just give this movie a 0. I'm done. This movie is absolutely clueless of the humor and thrill. This movie is absent of, and this movie is predictable. This movie is absent of thrills and excitement. It is absent, and the movie just feels lazy. It feels like lazy writers are writing it, and it just feels that it's this cliche Hollywood movie. It's just this crappy little action movie where all these explosions happen and no reason, and all these stupid and the stupid story and the stupid characters and the unlikable characters and this movie. Oh, I know a word for this movie. This movie is perfunctory. It feels like perfunctory means there's hardly any effort. It feels like it's hardly any effort at all throughout. That's exactly how I felt. So there we go, perfunctory. That's the way to describe this movie. I know another way to describe this movie. It is absolutely boring and slow. And I count how many problems there were. There were like 1 million freaking problems with it. Oh my God, near just by second. Just so much bad stuff is happening. This is nothing happening. Nothing happening. Nothing happening. God. Okay, Tyler, calm down. Cuckoo. Okay, I need to calm down. Oh my God, really? Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. Oh my God, this movie's making me hyper. This movie's horrible. And it is in a negative way. It's in a negative way. This movie is so absent of humor, and it is so slow, and it's boring, and it's just dull. It's dull. It's another word for it. 4 words. The other one's dull. Yeah. Here's my way to describe it. No, you can't see that. Uh-oh, this pen doesn't work. This pen doesn't work. Uh-oh, that one's... Okay, how about do this? There you go. Now you can see that. Sorry, it's kind of messy, but it's the best I have here. Here are my 4 words, ways to describe it. Yes, this movie is freaking horrible. And you know what? I am giving this movie a 0. 0. Nothing. Not even a small 0.25, which is quarter of a star. Not even that. 0. Hate this movie. Hate everything related to this movie. Hate everything. Hate the beginning, hate the middle, hate the end, hate everything, hate the predictable screenplay, hate the predictable ending, hate everything. It has your typical ending where everything goes fine and everybody is, just having a good time and stuff. It has that predictable ending at the end. Now there's going to be some epic action scene, but not in this movie. This movie has just a dull action scene at the end. Just not one of those dull, bland action scenes at the end. You're like, oh, please. Not one of these boring action sequences. Anyways, I'm done talking about it. It is horrible. You don't need to see it. You shouldn't see it. It is a waste of time. It's a waste of storyline. There is no story. There's no plot. Just pain. Just absolute everyday pain. I've never been more pained out and more drained out and more dehydrated and feel sweat. This movie just made me feel sweaty, and this movie just made me feel sweaty and tired and bored. This movie, after I got out of the theater, this movie made me feel sweaty. I was sweaty. I was tired. I was bummed out. I didn't feel very good after I saw that movie. After I saw that big explosion fest of a disaster of a movie. And disaster of a movie. This movie is slow. It is dumb. It deserves all the hate. That's all I can say. It deserves all the hate. So guys, sorry it's a bit of a long one, but I had so much to say about this bland sequel. So much to say about this bland sequel. It's a horrible sequel. You don't need to see it. Just avoid it. Don't ever see it. You need to avoid this one too. It's up there with 1,000 words. Let's change my mind 1,000 words. That one I'm going to give a quarter of a star. That one's 0.25, but because that was freaking horrible. This one's a 0. This one's a little bit worse than 1,000 words. So guys, I will see you later. Bye.